Good evening, everybody. We're gonna start now the program. Thank you all for being here and supporting us. This is a very fun event and a pleasure to be here at this pop-up store. We've met Denise Smith. Where's Denise? Hi, you're over there. We met her through Mario, who's one of our clients and member of the chamber, and also, a small business owner. He has his custom suits, so he has a space there, and that's how we met Denise. We want to continue supporting the pop-up stores, local entrepreneurs and small business owners. Not only, Denise with her, we wanted to create the excitement and the momentum going for her next pop-up store that we don't know where it's gonna be yet. But also to create the opportunity for other entrepreneurs who have products who can benefit of being here, selling their products and exhibiting their business. So most of you are very involved with us as a consultants, as clients, and we appreciate your support. Now I'm going to introduce Allison Bucker. Her company is Let's Get Dressed DC. She has over 15 years of experience in the fashion industry. She's worked in Milan, and she's been in New York and following Washington DC fashion trends and helping retail businesses. But she also helps, she provides a personalized help and style for everybody. So thank you for being here, Allison, and please enjoy. Thank you.
I'm Allison. And like Manuela said, I started my career in fashion in my 20s in Milan, working for couture designer. And there I, was able to see the design process, but I was also able to target stores internationally from America to Asia, in which the collection could be represented, and help those buyers make their selection based upon the region and the clientele they had. So when I moved stateside, I began working for a luxury boutique in Chevy Chase here in this area, and there I was a sportswear buyer, and I would go to New York and track those designer collections and see how the lines evolved, and then make a selection that could be relevant here. But the most important part of the wholesale on the retail side is really that the most valuable experience is that I've been in the fitting room for all these years in Washington with these women and listening to their stories and how their clothing needs and how clothes function for them, and watching them as their lifestyles as they transition in and out of different work environments or the home or into retirement, and how they need to be dressed for those occasions. So Washington is a very specific market, as we all know, and you have to be on point. So my executive clients choose to work with me because they understand the importance of creating a cohesive professional presence. So they understand that productivity is important, but it's also important to create, to increase your visibility and to get that recognition. So today we're going to learn how to feel more confident and how to look better, but most of all how to simplify our lifestyles. So what makes business dress etiquette important? First of all, appropriate dress is a way of expressing respect for the situation and the people in it. Clothes make a strong visual statement about how you see yourself. And dressing up can put more money in your pocket. It's been proven that people are more likely to assist people who are better dressed. They will donate money, they'll invest money, or they'll just provide information to you based upon your appearance. Another important point is Stylist Influence. A Yale study on the connection between clothing and financial advantage showed that men's in suits tended to negotiate more than 10% better deals than people less appropriately dressed. So what's interesting about that is that the clothing has an effect on both the wearer and the observer. That the people who were dressed better performed better because they felt more confident and authoritative, but also because the observer was questioning them less, believing in them more, and not challenging them along the way. So that's interesting. The lesson is that people are changing their judgments about you but it's also allowing you to be more effective. So the effect goes both ways. You behave more confidently and you can compromise less, is what the point is of that. So by comparison, the casually dressed men in this study not only did not perform as well, they lost money, but they also felt like losers going into the negotiations. So it goes to show you that clothes affect how you feel about yourself throughout the day. So the next part is, how do you build an executive presence? Clothing norms vary so much by industry now, by industry and by region. So some people now are in more traditional work environments, but there's also a lot of creative environments. Honing in on your job's dress code will not only help you appropriately dress for the office, but it can help you put forward a powerful professional wardrobe can help you on your path to success. There's a big dichotomy between business professional and business casual, and formal business suits are no longer required in major markets. In a lot of work environments, I've spoken to a lot of menswear designers. I think Mario can attest to this, that especially since the stock market crash, in some ways it's almost generational about suiting up. My father is an attorney in the Deep South, and he will put on a three-piece suit and a pocket square on, middle of July, even if he's not meeting a client, But so even if you're not necessarily having to wear those two-piece suits, you still need to be dressed professionally for your work environment and just in case to represent your brand. And so that gray line is more prevalent nowadays. So in today's world of business casual, it may seem like anything goes, but you may think you're expressing your individuality, but you may also be showing that you don't consider yourself a serious business professional if you're not dressed appropriately. So beware of being too casual. So let's remember, your style reflects your brand, your company, and how you see yourself. And what you're wearing should be how you want your company to be viewed. I think there's a lot of small business owners here, and so people really might not, it's a new business, they've not heard about your business, they don't know how to evaluate your business. So you are the representative, the face of your business. So you should be dressed. It doesn't mean you have to be in a matching pinstripe suit, but you should step up for the occasion. And finally, you never know how you're going to meet. It seems like the more unstructured your business environment is, the more likely it is that you're going to run into people. So a lot of people are now working out at the coffee shop or in a WeWork space, but that means they're actually out already into the world, and they could be running into people at any point in the day. So they should be prepared for those occasional encounters. And finally, there have been studies shown that formal clothing makes people think more expansively and more like a leader. So that formally dressed people tend to focus on more immediate and pragmatic, that less formally people focus on more immediate and pragmatic concerns, and formally dressed people have a bigger vision and they take more responsibility. So the cognitive effect is from being dressed a notch better than those around you. So just above what the standard is. And that the clothing self-reinforces power, and it sets off a positive cognitive effect. So how do you build style confidence? First, based upon your career goals, you can decide how you want to package yourself. Then you find what works for you, and you build a wardrobe foundation. So get to know who you are and the image that you want to convey. Because like we said before, the most important thing is your style reflects your company. And then the next part is the struggle is real. How many of you had struggled in the morning to put an outfit together for a regular day, for any kind of day? And then how many of you have been late because of that struggle? Okay, so the average person has 103 items of clothing in their closet, and they feel like it's not cutting it. 21% is unwearable, and 12% has never been worn. And 33% is to what? Any idea? 33% is too tight. And 24% is too loose. So the bottom line is help yourself out. When let's edit your closet. A pared down closet can help you get out the door in the morning. So I have a 3-step process, and the first step is edit, style, elevate. So the closet edit can be done by anybody, even if I'm not there. You be the editor. You eliminate outdated and unflattering clothes. And you pick out the items, the key items, and you review them for style and fit. You can take out some of those shoulder pads, you can bring it here, Mario can tighten it up for you or let it out if that's what's going on, and then you donate, sell, or give away the rest. But I have a lot of people that resist, but I don't care. I don't care if it cost you a whole paycheck or if you wore it every day when you were 20 or it was a gift from the fanciest person you know. Get rid of it. If your closet should reflect the life that you are living today. Not your last job, not before you had kids. It has to reflect today. And if you need 5 or 10 pounds to get back into those clothes, you're not going to want to wear those clothes when you get back into them. You're going to want to go out and get yourself something new. So don't let those things hang out in your closet making you feel bad about yourself. So now you've made room for the new. So style. You don't have to be rich to look powerful and authoritative. Oh, we're going to start showing some of the models. So I have 2 of my beautiful models. Come on, Rebecca. She's showing her first look. Let's discuss the next. So this is Rebecca. And she is wearing, we have all the clothes offered to us today by Hughes Wear and by Rag & Bone. And so here we have a beautiful classic black 1-button jacket, and then you can take off the jacket. So here you have 2-piece suit. It can be interview, it can be a power appointment, whatever. It's very formal, very professional. It can go to after 5, and you've got a nice tweed classic dress with some leather piping. And this leather detail, I also have some leather detail. It's a way to modernize a suit. You know, the 2-piece suiting does not have to be so straight and so boring and so seen it before. And you can look very stylish, very put together, and very impressive. And the patent shoes are always look polished, so when in doubt, put on patent. And so this is Chesley, my muse, and I will go through some basics. I listed some important clothing items that you should house, and so here we're showing the wool coat. Classic wool coat, this is also very important. You should invest in this piece because it's a high profile piece. People are seeing your outerwear all through winter. That's a lot of times you don't even take off your coat when you meet someone. You're dropping something off, picking something up, so that's something you should consider. And then we've got a nice little plaid dress underneath. Plaid's a very modern trend right now. And Chesley should have some black hose on, but that's okay. But remember, winter legs, people kind of ding women for having bare legs in winter. And then patent again, or a loafer, or even a ballerina flat would look great. So, if you want to learn how to style yourself, you can first experiment with your appearance. You can try different colors, different styles, and you can see how people react to you. So, if you're not sure, you can just take it to the coffee shop or the grocery store, just to get see how you feel in those items, and then you can just make a decision later if that's kind of the direction you want to go into. So, and also once you've gone through your closet, then you can kind of take stock of what you have. Taking inventory of your existing wardrobe and identifying the gaps will help you not repeat. Some people tend to buy the same types of items over and over and over again, and it will also keep you from overspending. So you should shop strategically, and you want to ensure that a small amount of clothes can help you create different looks. And then this is the perfect time of year to get inspired. When there's seasonal change, that's a great time to get inspired by the new season, to flip through magazines, to take a walk through the storefronts downtown, or to shop the internet to find some new looks that you can try. But also remember, not all the trends are for you, so they should resonate with you before you go and invest in certain looks. And finally, don't let the clothes distract. People want to see you. They want to highlight, the clothes should highlight the best features about you. They shouldn't be distracting. Men can wear bold patterns and colors, but they can keep it with their shirts or their tie or a pocket square. And then for women, jewelry should be uncluttered. It should look very clean. And fake is fine, but be realistic. You know, if you want a nice little diamond stud, that's okay, but you shouldn't be wearing something that's obviously, out of reach. So, then color is the easiest way to update your wardrobe. You should first of all know your neutral. Black may not be for you. You can try navy or hunter green, dark colors, charcoal. They're always going to be a little more appropriate. And then every season you can bring in one or two more colors. This season I'm bringing in a lot of wine. Goes back to white, to black, ones with navy, with camels, or army is another one to touch on, but you can decide that. Just try one or two colors every season. And travel, when you're packing to travel, same thing, just a tight color palette. One or two colors to mix and match. Nothing looks more sophisticated than black and white. If you're going on a business trip, just keep it simple. So now we have two more looks. Now Rebecca is wearing business casual. Just great looking. She's got her jeans on, but this is a great way to wear denim to the office. A beautiful tweed jacket and a white shirt. I think you look very modern and appropriate for a denim day.
It's comfortable.
Yeah, and you can move in the jacket,
It's movement.
That's also important, especially in Washington. I find my ladies and gentlemen, they're working in their clothes. They need to be able to perform. So too stiff, too structured doesn't work for them. They need to be able to move in their clothes, and this is a great looking jacket for you. And this is another great business casual. A lot of girls want to wear leggings to work, and so here you've done it. You've got a longer jacket, so a more fitted pant can be acceptable with a longer jacket. And then, like the shirt Rebecca had, the same thing here. It's got a high-low, so it dips down in the back, a little more coverage, and it's a nice clean line. And the split neck is a narrow V-neck, so you're not too exposed, but you still open up the look. It doesn't look too severe. And the little dash of color, the red, really brings your eye up there. Very nice. Okay, and then the final category is to elevate. So the most important thing to remember when you're putting together a power look is to pick out clothes based upon your body type and height. And you should put aside some of your shopping budget for alterations. This adds great value or perceived value to a suit, and both men and women should have a well-tailored suit. Having a correctly fitted suit gives off an executive presence, and clothing that is not fit properly, that's not tailored properly, can look sloppy. This is the biggest defect or fault that are found in both women and men, is ill-fitting clothing. So when your clothes fit well, your posture will be better, and you're going to stand taller, and you're going to look more authoritative. So come see Mario. And then, as we discussed before, you spend money on key pieces. Outerwear, shoes, a handbag, those are investment pieces. And for a couple $100, you can get a nice looking bag that'll take you from season to season. It doesn't have to be black. It can be a color that can complement other, your dark colors. It can be red or burgundy. Not too much embellishment, not too much hardware. Just keep it clean lines, nice leather. And for men, you shouldn't think about your watch. Men notice other men's watches more than anything else. So men pay attention to, should put their money into their shoes, belt, and again, the nice watch. And then you can fill in with trendy pieces from time to time. And then some of the basics for women is also undergarments, nice fitting bra, and a slip. A lot of people have forgotten the importance of a slip, but it will not only smooth out lines, it can help prevent wrinkling. So if you're taking the train or a flight that day, the slip can create a little more weight to your clothing, and it'll help you get through the day. So, one of the last sections is it's not a good look, and we have male and female pitfalls. Men have more than women. What do you think some of the men pitfalls are? Any ideas?
Suits,
Ill-fitting suits.
some shoes,
Yeah, scuffed shoes. Too casual. Wrong socks. Shirts too big. Ties too long. And haircut. Get a haircut. You know, you look great. Treat yourself. And for women, get a pedicure. You know, closed toe is better and more formal, but there's a lot of opportunities for peep toe shoes, and then you should treat yourself to a pedicure. And then for women, there are fewer, but they're very understandable. Too much makeup, too strong perfume, ill-fitting clothes, loud accessories, and hosiery, which is very controversial because not everyone wears it nowadays, but there's certain times where you should. All right, and so we have our last two looks here. This is another very beautiful but a little less structured outerwear piece, and the white looks very dramatic. Rebecca's wearing a day to night look. You could definitely go from the office to the evening in this. You take the coat. And then this is shirted dressing. It's all black, but when you mix different fabrications, you get a little more depth and a little more interest in a black outfit. So you've got your pattern, your wool, your charmeuse, your velvet, and it looks very relaxed and elegant. You definitely go out for drinks after work if you like. And Chesley is also wearing shirted dressing. Beautiful blouse. It's very covered but very feminine. The nude shoes, you know, nude and black are the easiest. Just buy one of each. You can do black patent and nude wool, leather. It always looks very smart. Little button earrings. You look gorgeous. And you could work in that. You'd be comfortable all day long. So do y'all have any questions or struggles about your everyday?
Any other advice for men besides the accessories?
Well, like I said, it's really men. I think the wrinkled clothes is always a problem. And I think they can, you know, they don't have to wear jackets every day, but a beautiful sweater. You know, cashmere is very available these days. And you can get them in beautiful, cashmere takes color beautifully, so you can have a little more personality. A button-down shirt, but get it pressed. You know, the jeans should be dark and they should fit you. But you don't have to be buttoned up all the time, but you should have a couple of sportswear jackets. In the same genre as the women did. They just had the beautiful jacket over denim or over a black pant, and it kept it simple. And I guess that's it. The most important thing is business casual indicates a more relaxed dress code, but a big mistake is that young professionals and all professionals are taking casual too casually. So you can still be in jeans, but they have to fit and maintain a clear, well-groomed appearance. And a work wardrobe can be affordable, but it should be thoughtful. Yeah.
So how short is too short? What are appropriate lengths for attire, and how do you make?
So a pencil skirt or a dress should be knee length. Okay, so what Chesley just had on was appropriate, but it was too short to be wearing without tights. Okay, and black opaque tights. You know, and the same thing you can with arms. You know, a lot of people opt for like a wide sleeve instead of a strappy tank top. You know, all the shirts underneath the jackets, any of these ladies could take their jacket off, and work throughout the day. You know, that's a big, you know, someone likes a little bit of color to bring out the colors of the jacket, but then they feel like they're locked into that jacket for the day because they're just wearing a skimpy tank top. So you should look for something that drapes a little bit, softer on the body, and a wider shoulder is always more successful. It also prevents bra lines.
10 years from now, you'll be invited to this chamber to do the exact same presentation. What do you think will change at that point in terms of tips and advice on clothing? Even this goes questions for Mario as well. What do you think will change in the next 10 years, in the future of your industry?
So I think there's just this casual elegance is keep moving forward. We've been seeing these modern clean eye lines for a while, but I think they're going to continue forward. People they are going from day to night. You know, they want, even a few years ago, you had categories. This is after 5. This is interview. This is, you know, black tie. But now there's this fluidity. And people want more out of their clothes. They want to be able to take it on a business trip. They want to be able to go out to dinner. They want it to be weekend wear. They want it for the WeWork space and then back out on the street. So you're demanding more out of these clothes, and they have to fit all of your lifestyle and not just be in a little category.
Yeah, I think for men's, doesn't change too much. It's only colors, but it's always the same style. Pants, maybe change the platform pants, pleated pants. It changed, but not as women's styles.
It's,
So,
you're absolutely, but I'm also seeing, which I think you'll probably be a part of, that the bespoke movement is much more available with men now. You know, to have a shirt made used to just really be of a certain level of income or need, but now a lot of men can get a suit made from you or shirting for just their lifestyle. It's not out of reach anymore. Custom. So that's a wonderful opportunity.
What about the height of heels?
So, you know, it's funny, even the last couple of years, I would say 60% of the showrooms, the models are in flats. Women do not have to be in their high heels, you know, and so the eye is adjusting. It's more visually acceptable, you know. I mean, we all would like to be a little bit taller, you feel a little bit slimmer, but it's also less practical. So there's, you know, loafers are really strong this season, and they have flat loafers and a little bit of a high heel loafer, stacked heels, you know, where the
Like a platform?
not a little bit platform, but the heel is stacked. It's a black heel.
Like an Oxford with a
Yes, and so you have a little more stability. So it's less, and so now those high platforms on the skinny,
Yeah.
all of a sudden now it doesn't look as attractive. It looks less attractive. So it's all simplified, and it's become more convenient to women to have more, you know, wearable shoes.
Any more questions?
Well, thank you all for coming. I really appreciate this. And so there's actually beautiful jewelry that I mentioned. A lot of these pearls and beautiful button earrings and even bracelets would be very appropriate for work. And the suits back there are great looking. The pocket squares and the ties. There are a lot of nice pieces even in here. Get you a lot of mileage. But I appreciate you all coming out.
Allison, if I could just jump in here,
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
Please.
Thank you so much. It was an amazing
Oh, thank
presentation. My name is Nicole Quiroga. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the president and CEO of the Greater Washington Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. So just wanted to pop in here and first thank you guys for coming out. I think, you know, in an innovative age, I think it's a nice reminder of what are the things that we need to do to remain looking professional. As you all know, the rule is, and it always will be, the first impression is a big one. And I think it's wonderful that we have this intimate space to not only celebrate the pop-up and the innovation of our small businesses, but also just to remind us, especially in the nation's capital, that how you look and how you carry yourself is key. Especially in this city, and that we have the designers and the small businesses to support us. Thank you for all of your innovation and your creativity, your designs, and your risk. You know, opening a small business in this kind of space is very difficult, and oftentimes we remain vulnerable. You know, will they like my clothes? Is this going to work? So I applaud your your risk, your ability to remain open and vulnerable and dress us so that we can be successful. And thank you, Allison, for showing us
Thank you.
how. I appreciate
Thanks for the
that.
opportunity.
Thanks so much. And if you want to know anything about the chamber, please come and talk to me or some of the folks that are here. But this is the kind of things that we are able to do and partner together to help us keep moving forward. So congratulations and thanks for being here. Okay.